Now, page 4, the bipartisan effort to short-circuit the United States Constitution. Genius lawmakers from both sides of the aisle are working together to undo what the framers of our Constitution worked so hard to establish: constitutional checks and balances. These historical ignoramuses are proffering legislation that would purportedly end any future government shutdowns. This misguided piece of legislation would do so by automatically funding government even if there is a budgetary impasse like we just experienced. Now, to the mal-informed, this sounds great. Keep government running no matter what. But to those of us who understand the Constitution, this would be governmental suicide by legislative malpractice. It's not about a government shutdown. It's about the duty of the President of the United States to say, hey, Congress, go back and do your jobs. In this case, secure the border. But this is a constitutional two-way street. It's also about the duty of Congress to say to the President, hey, Mr. President, we need you to sign off on this new budget. In the case of the 1995 shutdown, it was a balanced budget. If this mistake somehow becomes law, what a constitutional and budgetary mess it would create. But that's exactly what the Democrats on Capitol Hill want. They sow the seeds of confusion to further hoodwink the American people, like this radical Congressman Ted Lieu, Maniac, California.
I'm also disappointed that Trump and Republicans continue to lie about basic facts.
Stop tape.
The truth.
It is the modern all politicians lie, sure, we could stipulate that. I don't agree with it. I don't think all politicians lie, but you want to stipulate it, fine, for this discussion. The lying party, of course, is the modern Democrat Party. The fact that these guys can come out here and say right now, we're in favor of border security is a lie. They're talking about maybe some drones flying over and some motion detectors. Those would be great little toys, but they're not fundamental tools for what the Border Patrol needs. The Border Patrol needs permanent, fixed barriers at the border, and it needs more manpower. Those are the two things the Border Patrol needs more than anything else. For the modern Democrat Party to come out and say they are pro-border security, they are lying, and they are lying because it would be an attack on their business model. The modern Democrat Party's business model is open borders and sanctuary. Why? Why? Because that's how they pander for votes. They know that these people someday could become Democrat voters in the long run. In the short term, they think they're pandering to the Hispanics in this country. Little do they know that a lot of Hispanics are very pro-America and very pro-secure borders. But it's working for them. So this is their business model. So this is why they're lying about border security. Roll tape.
The truth is, there's no crisis at the border that justifies a government shutdown.
Stop tape. If this, what we're experiencing right now, is not a crisis, I don't know when there will ever be a crisis. And what this guy and the rest of the Democrats are banking on is that 99% of this country has never been to the border. They don't know what's going on down there. They haven't researched it like I have. And I know it is a war zone down there. And these agents every day are putting their lives on the line trying to protect this republic along the border. I know that there is trash as far as the eye can see in some areas of the border. I know that drugs are pouring across the border, not across the ports of entry. Sure, some smugglers. So did you know that some smugglers will actually sacrifice some people to be caught as almost a distraction, if you will, to the border agents, and they're doing their fine job and they're catching these people. But while they're catching person A, there's person B, C, D, and F down along an open part of the border, mules bringing drugs in. That's how they work. So when these Democrats come out and they say, hey, we're catching drugs at the border, yeah, you're catching drugs. Some of it's on purpose. Roll tape.
According to the latest data from the FBI, violent crime is down.
Stop tape. This has absolutely nothing to do with the discussion. FBI says violent crime in America is down. You're not talking about the border. You're not talking about people being victimized by illegal immigrants. Why don't you talk to the people there in Reno, Nevada, who were just murdered by the illegal immigrant? Oh, wait a minute. We can't talk to them because they're dead. Maybe we should talk to their family. Why don't you talk to the family of Kate Steinle?
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.